Hello and welcome to week two. Week two has been an interesting but different week. So, when I started the goal for this month, I had decided that I will figure out how to balance between the speaking and reading. And I decided to have week two for reading. So, it's been an entire week of reading. I had gotten magazine, or I think a newspaper. I had bought it when the month began, when the month started, and I've had it for some time. So I don't know if it's showing in the right uh, direction, yeah. But I had gotten a magazine, and that's what I decided to be reading for the second week. So I thought that it would be good to have a balance between speaking and reading. So the more I speak and the more also I read, I get to build up on my vocabulary. I get to learn more on the correct grammatical sentence formulation. So week two was majorly on that, and I decided not to do recordings. Why? Because with the magazine and the text reading, I thought of copyright issues because this is not my written art. So that was a little bit tricky. And then I decided that, just coming on and recording as I'm reading, I thought that it would have been a little bit weird. So because with the reading, it's more of practicing to read, pronounce the words loudly and see if I am getting them right, as well as highlighting and just getting to know what I do not know, what is new. So that's what week two has been about, and it's been interestingly weird. I think this month's challenge is really getting me out of my comfort zone, and I like it because it's challenging me. So this is completely out of the comfort zone. Hula hooping, I've been also still doing hula hooping, and also the 50 squats. So a set of 50 squats that I have still kept going. And what I've also realized is that these yeah, and also the walks. So I've been covering, apparently for the last week, I covered, for week two, I covered a pretty good distance every day. So I would get out, have a walk, then come back and do the squats and hula hoop. And in addition to that, spare some time to read. So I felt like things were closing in on me because it feels like adding things to the box, and and time is not added. So balancing between that, and I know I had also thought that I could use the weekends to correct the videos that I recorded when I'm speaking, but that was also impossible somehow because the weekend ended up being for getting the videos ready for upload, and with doing that the time is done, so there isn't proper time left to do the review, highlight the mistakes and all that. And now that means that with the goal being in motion and progressive, I have to learn and adapt and see how to best achieve this and get the most out of this. Yeah, and what does that mean? So for speaking, I figured that if I keep on speaking and speaking, I'm supposed to learn, I'm supposed to improve, I'm supposed to get better. That's the goal. That's why I am doing the challenge. So if I keep on speaking without reviewing and correcting and accumulating, I'm just speaking and speaking, I think it wouldn't be helpful to me. So I decided it would be nice if I got to do 1 week of speaking and then the other week correct and get to do the readings. So I decided a newspaper is a good place to start because it's I mean, it's the level that's meant to be consumed by almost everyone. So I would assume that at least it's a good text. It's not, I don't know. But yeah, I thought a newspaper would be nice because I didn't know how to pick which book, or if I could be able to follow a whole story in a book. I love reading novels, but I think that would be jumping ship for now. So newspaper is good. So a page a day, it's a lot of text, but considering that I'm reading with the intention of getting the key points being communicated, figuring out the new words being used, and also observing how the language is being put together to formulate the sentences and the paragraphs. So yeah, that was how week 2 was, and that means I didn't do any recordings for the daily set. And as I had yeah, now because I have observed the coming week, which is tomorrow. So from tomorrow, I should start. I will be continuing with the topics, and that means that I'll be alternating. So when I started setting the goal, I said I'll figure it out, and this is what I've figured out. So it's good to have 1 week of speaking, 1 week of reading, and during the reading, try and find some time to correct the speaking sessions for the previous week. Okay, so that's where I am at the moment, and I haven't done corrections and listened. I mean, I have listened through the recordings, but I haven't noted down everything, and that I'm supposed to do this week as I picked additional topics. So the goal is to improve my speech, improve my grammar, improve my grammatical correctness. And yeah, this is an interestingly weirdly challenging goal, but I am in for the ride, still strong. And yeah, let's see how the week goes. I'm excited about it and I hope I improve. It's an interesting goal. Really, really out of my comfort zone. I mean, I keep saying that because, yes, it's a challenging one to me at least. But that is it so far, and that's the update with the goal. So still hula hooping, still covering my 10K steps, and still doing the 50 squats. That is all still in the picture. And yeah, now alternating between reading and speaking. And hopefully, we'll see the progress. But I have a feeling that this is not going to be a short goal, just like the hula hooping was. That was also challenging, but it was something that I had done before, just that I had lost touch with it. So it was more of bringing it back into practice. And this is kind of different because yeah, this is something that I haven't been doing and I need to do. And to do that, I need to get out of the comfort zone. I need to get out of my head and leave it. So I'm excited about week 2. Let's see how it goes. And I think I will try as much to squeeze in time and be, if possible, be correcting the previous week and doing like a recording for the present week. So, for example, tomorrow is Monday. When I do speak on a topic, I can correct the Monday of the previous week and then speak. So that way, it might help. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm still also trying to find the best ways to learn language. Language is a little bit different. It's different from sciences. Yeah, sciences, I find them to be easy because with science, once you know a formula, that's it. You can apply it across, you can vary, you can think. But language, you just have to learn it as it is. And also everybody has a different way of speaking, so it's like you're finding your style, but it has to be correct still. and play by the rules of the language. All right, so that's the update for week 2, and curious to see how week 3 goes and week 4. And I know it's gonna be great. So I just need to keep pushing and completely get out of the comfort zone. So yeah, see you on the 3rd week. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Ciao.